happened?
You look very different today. I thought it was somebody else for like half a second.
Oh yeah, because I normally have braids, so I took my braids out and I have my natural hair. Yes.
Oh,
So how?
yeah. No, just your silhouette. I just thought, oh, who is this for a second?
You said what?
I just thought who, like in my head, I was just like, who is this for a minute? Because like first I see the silhouette and then I'm like, oh, it's just her. Like the
Yeah.
outline of your body by the light.
Oh yeah, I think it's because of the light. I'm just pulling down my there we go. I have to pull down my shade because there's a lot of light coming in through my window. It's actually very sunny out here. So I didn't notice how bright it looked. I think it's oh. I have like a little stand for my phone. So it dropped. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like very sunny out here. And I'm by the window, so yeah, that's probably what it is. But how are you? I feel like your hair looks longer. Your hair grows so quick.
Yeah, I wish it would grow. I'm not gonna focus too much on my hair because it makes me angry. Because I feel like it's not
Okay.
fair that people get to use regular shampoo.
Mhm.
You know. So I'm not even gonna
I
focus on that
understand.
because I don't wanna constantly have to channel anger because that might change me into, um, that might change who I am. You know.
Okay, I understand that. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I know this. That topic can be very frustrating. And so, yeah. But how are you? How was your weekend?
Um, the same. I just feel like all of this is like pretty nuts and stuff, but I just keep going.
Mhm.
Like every day I just keep doing my thing. I have to go on Wednesday. I have a scheduled fair hearing, so I might get my money back that they took from me.
Mhm.
But again, I get like like happy about like little things like that, but then on the most part, like somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm just sitting there going, this is all bogus. And I feel like angry and stuff like at like people I run into on the street. Like I can't prove that they're there harassing me, but um, I think if I did, then you know what, whoever the psychological authority is would validate my anger, because emotions are just like those things. They happen, they're processed before they're processed bureaucratically. So, and like again, it's pretty disgusting what's happening to me. It's because like definitely my kid deserves a normal life. Oh, that's another thing. I got $100 on my account,
Mhm.
and I'm assuming on my EBT. I'm assuming because whenever I get that it was Patrick sent it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I wouldn't know. I'm thinking about like how do I reach out to. I wouldn't know how would I like say I wanted to find him. What authority would I go through? Because he gave me this $100, which is like nothing really. It's not nothing, but it's not. I wouldn't consider it like much at all because I've been raising my kid by myself for so long,
Yeah.
And here, after years and years of years, he sends $100. But it's also not nothing. It's not absolutely nothing. It's not like, you know, nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not much, but it's still something. You know, you can still.
it's
do
it's like
something.
nothing. It might be like it's nothing by comparison is what I'm trying to say to what I put in, but I enjoy money, you know, so it's not nothing like that. And also it's a sign that he's alive somewhere. So I will laugh about that gladly because it's a sign, and I don't know where he is. Yeah, he sent us $100, but I don't know how to find him. Yeah, because if I found him, I don't know how would he react, because I know like he probably would be mad with me, but he wouldn't be able to show it. So because this is all pretty bogus. Because we're being harassed by the FBI. We're being harassed.
But well, how would that make him mad? Like what?
Well, because it's his child, you know, he's not like denying him. Like could he have given up his parental rights? I don't know. I'm not sure what the law is on that. Very few people do that in New York State, because in New York State we don't really like punish people as much for like missing out on child support or things like that. So, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why he would be mad, because even if he was being harassed by the FBI, like I think that that's not your fault, right? Like it's not like you are perfect.
No. He wouldn't be mad at me. He would be mad in general. He would be mad at the FBI, you know?
Oh.
So
Okay, I see what you mean.
He doesn't believe you.
Because it's not like
he does. He just would say he doesn't. He's just like Dennis. He believes me. He just can't say he does.
None of them believe you.
A lot of people, they believe me, but they say that they don't believe me.
It's actually true about it.
And my kid, I've been sheltering him too much, so he just doesn't understand what this is. But I'm pretty sure if I wasn't sheltering him, he'd still be confused, because it's like a very stupid thing for a kid to go through.
Yeah, I think that'll be too complicated for a kid.
Yeah. I think so. I think, you know. And it's not fair that I should be singled out like this, because I believe, like, and I can't prove it, but these situations are dealt with, you know, within the FBI, you know, because I see, and I look around me, and I have reason to believe that a lot of like mothers that had some issues like we do, where the father is an FBI agent or something, they would deal with it before like solid internal investigations even caught on.
FBI agent. Neither is.
Well, he's not going to tell you. Maybe that's why he's avoiding us, because he doesn't want to make this like difficult conversation between me and my child. You know, he wouldn't know what to do, because he wouldn't want to be like outed for like breaching his contract and saying something like I am. But you know, he doesn't want to disturb us with this, like he's siding with, you know, a lie. So I don't know. I don't really even think about it. What I think about is this is some giant bullshit. That's what I think it is. It's like a giant bull took a shit, and that's what I have to deal with.
I mean, the good thing is that he, like you said, he's alive. He's alive somewhere. And he was able to, he thought of you guys. It's not much, but I think it was nice of him to be able to say, you know what? Yes, I do have a kid. Let me at least give $100. So I think that's a positive thing. It would be good if it's consistent with it. That would be great.
It's been noted. It's been noted in all the account books that he said, in all accounts and records, that wow, I got $100. Yeah.
No.
You okay? What's the matter?
Nothing. I get aggravated.
Yeah. So, hey, it's kind of random, but hey, it's good. That means that he thought of his kid. And I mean, another good thing is that he had some type of income to be able to provide $100. So that's a positive thing. So he must be working or doing something.
I know he has an income that is under some alias, but I'm not even like concerned with that. That's not my number one concern. Is not like, oh, my ex, or because at some point he was my man, has a house or something. That's not even my number one concern, because I thought, and how naive of me, that I could have some sort of basic career to feed at least this child, and maybe, you know, make amends and, you know, somehow get together with my other kids. But this harassment is intense that it's taking a toll on my health. That's like what it is, you know. So, and I don't, the thing that makes me most angry is that I know that these situations have been dealt with. Like, I believe it. I don't know what kind of conversation I would have with the police if they, like, ever took interest in this and were, like, actually having a conversation. But I'm pretty sure that if something happens like this with the FBI and somebody gets somebody pregnant and they're an FBI agent, they don't usually, you know, let it get this bad, you know, where, you know, people have been poisoning the food and whatnot, and they just, like, employ the woman too, because the FBI has become, I'm sorry to say, but a bunch of idiots, you know, from what I believe. Again, I can't prove it in court, and oh my god, I'm gonna get, like, burnt at the stake for saying this, but there's too many of them, and I don't see how it would be a problem for them to help me, you know, but they won't. They'd rather, like, it's like anger, and I don't know what it is, and, you know, it's, people think that they could take advantage of certain people, you know, and turns out, so far, apparently they can, but I will not, like, I'm not dead yet, right? And my kid's okay. So I will not go down like that. I will not. You know, whatever. Not without a fight, and not without causing us, like a stir, like a social stir, because people have been made aware of this situation. And again, I can't prove it to you, but, you know, like, people that have some sort of social standing, you know, maybe not in law and order, but, you know, people are people. Word gets around, and I'm sure, like, a lot of the people that are doing these things, like making my life very difficult, are feeling shamed. Like, they feel grossed out, and that wasn't my intention. I didn't do that on purpose, but I'm glad it happened, because all the trouble I've been through. I would rather, you know, people be agreeable and practical, and me and my kid were, like, safe and secure, and we had good diets. But
We have good diets, huh?
you think so? Okay, I hope so. But I struggle quite a bit, you know, and a lot of people believe me. Even some of the extreme things I tell them, they believe me, you know, and I won't tell everyone, but a lot of people believe me, and it's just gotten this ugly, and
None of them believe you. They just don't say.
dude, you're gonna be like, when you're like 10, 11, you're gonna be like, Mom, you were right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes. I just don't want to focus on that because we barely have any time to do like math and things that, you need to do.
How is Patrick doing with his homeschooling?
I don't know. Oh, he was sick last week and he had headaches because of the sinuses, and it's been very slow, very slow. Because he's not a robot, just like I'm not a robot. And I told you before too, like when I get sick, it's not always like I'm coughing or sneezing everywhere, but my sinus builds up and I got a headache, and it's just impossible to like concentrate on anything.
I don't think I'll ever be with you when I'm 11 either.
Oh, you won't? Okay. So what do you think you'll be? You don't know.
I don't know what I want.
You don't know where you want to be. Well, you're not always going to end up where you want to be. Like, I didn't want to be here while you're 9 either. But, we'll see what happens. And also, you know what? Just the fact that they're here, it makes it, like, impossible. The fact that my neighbors are FBI, and they have means to manipulate us, it makes it very difficult,
So you think your neighbors are FBI?
I do. And I guess I should sit here and wait for like the men in the white coats, right? But what are you gonna do?
What's the process of because I remember not too long ago you said that they were gonna renovate your apartment or the building itself.
Yeah, they haven't contacted me about that yet, but I signed the petition because I had to sign the petition, and I don't see what it has to do directly with my problems, except for the stinky bathroom's not going to be stinky. Maybe that's not like really like acknowledgement, of anything being processed for me other than these repairs, especially from people that I can't really trust. If I can't trust them when I leave my apartment and they break in here, then why should I trust them with, like, this is all very vague to me, like, so there's renovations, so what? It's just something else that's like happening, just like, oh, okay, well, it's money, There's still people harassing me. I have not been contacted by, like, the authorities in regards to anything.
Okay. But they're renovating all the apartments, right? Not just yours. Is it all the apartments are they renovating?
Yes, they are.
So that makes sense. That makes sense that they're renovating all the apartments. It would be odd. Like, honestly, if it was just your apartment, then I would wonder, like, why do they just want to renovate your apartment? But it's all the apartments that they're renovating. So, to me, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Have you managed to go anywhere over the last month or the last
I
week
went
or
to the
so?
supermarket this morning and it was very annoying.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't
What
want
was
him.
the
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
want
then
to talk about what's annoying because I don't want him involved in it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I think what people that like know me would like conclude that it must have been some sort of trip, because I really can't live like this. Like, I can't have people knowing all my business,
Okay. What about, like, well, I think it rains from my conversations with the other clients. I know it's been raining during the weekends.
It didn't rain here.
It didn't really rain? Oh, okay.
Oh no, it might have, but I think it might have on Friday. On Friday, I think it rained.
I think like Friday and Saturday, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. Okay, because I was going to ask you, have you been able to maybe, well, it's been kind of chilling in New York. But I was gonna ask you, have you managed to go like to the park or to the
No.
library, Patrick, or anything like that?
No.
And what about your friend? At one point, you had a friend that you went to a concert with, or something along those lines.
I have like one friend, and he's poor, and
What one is he?
Dennis. Well, I have two friends, and they're both named Dennis. And one of them's poor, and he works all the time. And really, he's like an adult man, and we have very little in common, so we hang out seldom. But I do text him sometimes, and it's nice to know that he's alive. I don't know what basis we're trying to cover, but yeah, he is my friend.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering if you hadn't had the opportunity to, just get out of the house, do anything social, or anything else like that, interact with, like,
that would present like a difficulty if somebody was being harassed by the FBI to be like truly social. And you know what? Here's the thing, like, they've made it such an issue that, it's like something's tipped in my mind, like with the fear of, the psychological authority coming down on me for being antisocial, whatnot, versus, actually dealing with these people. It has tipped because these people are like impossible to deal with. And something does need to get done. And I'm sitting here and I'm being like pretty angry, and I'm like hoping, because hope is like a human emotion, and if you expect me to be social, you could understand this, that I'm hoping for justice to be done on my part. And when justice be done, I will feel avenged for all this time and all these troubles, so I don't even like know what else to say about it, because I am a nice person and I do compromise a lot, but sometimes, as much as you compromise, people don't want to compromise with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just comes down to, well, it's gonna go down. You might as well just be yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I could understand that. I mean, you have to be true to who you are. You have to be yourself.
Exactly.
No, I get that part. So what's your plan for the rest of the day? Like, what do you plan on doing?
Math, because we haven't done math. Yeah.
Okay,
And
that
writing.
sounds good. Yeah. Math? What grade is Patrick in? His third
Fourth
grade or
grade.
fourth?
Fourth grade. But the math from third to fourth grade is like very similar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my limit is probably like fifth or sixth grade math. I suck. Like, I was so bad at math growing up. I was a good student. I had great grades, but math, I struggled so bad. So
Math
kudos
is
to you.
hard, like especially high school math. It gets harder. So
Yeah, like I struggled. I had to get tutoring. I had to get my friends to help me. I had to stay after school in high school in order to pass math. I was a great student in all my other classes, mostly like 90s or so, but math, I barely passed. I think I got like a 65 or 70 in math, no matter how hard I tried. And that was with me having tutoring, with my friends helping me, with like getting all the assistance that I could possibly get. I still barely passed. It was just, I don't know, it was just difficult for my brain to comprehend. So
no, he gets it. He really gets it and stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
who
right.
else-
You're actually pretty good at math. He doesn't like writing essays,
okay.
and I don't really know how to get him how to do it.
I don't
And
like really anything.
I know. Me neither.
Yeah. So, well, kudos to you for keeping up the good work with his math and trying to teach him and stuff. So, 'cause It wasn't easy. Math was like just so difficult.
You know what else? Like, since we're talking about this, and I've been so free with making statements as to what's happening, these people are really vicious. Like, my neighbors will go and harass us when they know we're down to like study or down to do anything, even down to sleep, you know. And they're always yelling. Like, there's either like it's a daycare outside my door, or it's a smoking den, and it alternates. One time, like, I even confronted them because it was both at the same time, and I'm like, oh really? Like, and it's just disturbing. This is on top of with their machinery, what kind of manipulations you know what they can create. And I don't want to open my mouth and have them like lower their standards even more, because these people really seem uncivilized, you know. And I feel like every time I mention that, they go even a bit further, and this is like turning into like, how low can you go? Like, you know, the lambada. How low can you go? Because this isn't funny, because I feel like lost in like space and time. There's this like giant gang of FBI agents, and evidently, like, either they don't have the care about me and my individual, because I'm an individual, you know. They don't either have the care or the resources to defend me. And whoever does come to my defense, it's not the fucking bureaucracy. It's not the cops. It's like artists and stuff. They do all come to my defense, you know. And yet, you know what? Somehow on these people, it has no influence. You know, it has no influence on them. So I'm feeling rotten. I sit here and I yell back at them. Like, I yell back at them because that's what you force me to do. And they want me to while out for me to have some sort of reaction to where, like, they're forced to, or like you are sitting here watching me too, where you're forced to say, oh, this person's fucking crazy. We need to institutionalize them. That's how I feel every flipping day, you know. And you know, it's a thanks God sort of situation that some of these police are civilized enough to recognize that this FBI is up to no good, that it is a massive gang in New York, and they don't expect me to keep my mouth shut, you know. They allow me to have this like emotional outlet of, well, what the hell did she say, you know. Because like, I bet you like several years ago, I would have been like a case closed situation, and they would have made loot, because that's what it is, and that's what they tried to do. And I'm still here, and yeah, I have, you know, those fears, but still here, you know. And I probably will be here next week too, right? Okay. I don't know, how long have we been like conversating? Like half an hour?
We're finishing up. It's been about 30 minutes, so our time is almost up. But I appreciate you sharing that with me, and I'll definitely reschedule you for next week at the same time.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.